Good morning, Dave Robertson, Operations Trainee with Team 8. Today is August 11th. It's a Wednesday, and this is the operational briefing for today. Starting up north on the Smith Fire is still holding on Dumont Creek, on the Dumont Creek Road. We have an equipment group now to start installing some of the contingency lines and the primary lines that we will use to attempt to hold that fire. Growth has been minimal on it, thankfully, due to its elevation and the fuels that it's in, but we're still preparing for that for the next couple of days to potentially have the opportunity to expand. Moving down into Division C, the Mule Creek Fire, all lines have held. Mop-up continues, and that fire is starting to get a lot of attention and work on it done so that it's checked up and we can start deploying resources to other divisions. Moving down to Delta, the Hamlin 446 and the 495 fire. Burnouts continue. By the end of shift today, all three fires will be together and be one large fire, being the Hamlin fire probably. We're bringing fire along the private boundary to the west side to connect the dots to the of the three fires, and continuing to find opportunities on the east side to come around and connect them all together to get those lines in. The other fires in Division Delta are in patrol mode. Today we've collapsed Division Zulu and Tango together into just Division Zulu, which will include the Wildcat Fire and the Applegate Fire and the Dismal Creek Fire being the three fires of note in that division. On the Wildcat Fire, they're looking at installing a sprinkler system to work the east side of the fire to reduce firefighter exposure by having a system that will be able to fire and leave and let it do its thing, pumping water along that perimeter. The Dismal Creek Fire at 27 acres, mop-up continues. They're getting a lot of good mop-up on that, and it's getting into the final stages of that fire. The Little Applegate, the east side, continues to be an issue with the steep cliff area on the east side above the South Fork. Looking at potentially putting some more retardant in there to secure the check line that was put in and the other retardant to hold that fire, to keep it in its footprint, to allow itself to burn out and hold up on that hill. And the Railroad Fire, or Section 30 fire down in Whiskey, that fire, the mop-up we're getting a lot of good mop-up on that. The crews have gotten 150 feet pretty secured all the way around it, with some places as deep as 200 feet. That fire we're feeling really good about, that we're going to be able to start pulling resources from and deploying them up to our larger issues up here in Division Delta. We do have a pretty substantial amount of weather coming our way in the way of hot temperatures, low humidities, and potentially some wind. So we'll see how we do the next couple of days, keep firefighters safe and not get them into positions where they could have any issues with the fire and or the trees and terrain. And that concludes the briefing for today. Thank you.